Listen now, listen now, listen. There is an approved way that God has laid down for all of us to benefit in this life. God has a path that all of us should travel, and if we travel that path, bowing in submission to God, your right desires will be granted. The Quran says man only earns what he strives for. Whatever you strive for, good or evil, you can actually attain it. But now, sometimes you strive for goals that are not worthwhile. But God will allow you to get it, and in getting it, then what? How do you use it? How do you handle it? We're talking about the making of a devil. But the real enemy that we must conquer, it really is the negative force of our own selves. Your thoughts manifest in words. When you speak, you're speaking your mind. So he analyzes your words. He analyzes my words. What does Farrakhan want? It's in his words. What can we offer him? Are you with me? Y'all all right? Jesus wanted a kingdom. He was preaching the kingdom of God. White man said, damn, the price is high to get him. He wants a kingdom. Satan took him up on the mountain. And come on up here, Jesus. Look out there, Jesus. Poor Jesus, he riding on the ass, you know what I mean? Barefoot, you know what I mean? He talking about a kingdom that is to come. He ain't got none yet, just his poor raggedy disciples. You know what I mean? Satan said, let me see if I can get him now before his kingdom comes. Let me test and see if he's patient to wait on his father to bring him into the kingdom. And if I can come in between his daddy giving him the kingdom and offer him a kingdom that is mine, and if he bites on desire, I got him. So does Satan come up and say, oh, that's what you want? You want a kingdom? Look at all these cities down there. They mine. I'll give every one of these cities to you if you would just bow down. Now the question is, if you are spiritually immature, you can't wait. Well, when we are maturing, you're grown up now, all of you. But there are things that you want, I want, that don't come like that. There are things that we want that are the fruit of a process. And in order to get the fruit of our desire, we have to remain in the process and have patience and suffer as we work toward our goal. But if you're impatient, you just walk out and say, I'm through with it, later for it. Then in that moment, Satan can say to you, here's the thing that you've been looking for. Now, beloved, here's what I want to say to all of us. When Jesus was asked by Satan to receive the cities, what did he say? Sister said it right. Jesus had the strength to say, get thee behind me, Satan. Why? Because I got patience, he said, to wait on what my Father promised me. So I'll stay in the process until my Father gives me the kingdom. That's very powerful. I say that to say this. Our desires are the things that we are mastered by, ruled by, deceived by, taken off the path by what you desire. When you are growing up into power, you are studied by wise people who want to bend you, break you, manipulate you, take you off your course. If you want a fine woman, they will raise one up for you that looks like the woman of your dreams and send her to you. Satan comes in all kind of forms, but Satan can't get in if you are the master of your own desires. That's the point I'm making. All flesh is as grass. It comes up for a short time and it's gone. So if you serve the desire of the flesh, you serve vanity. Are you listening? But if you serve God and His will and His cause, and you get pleasure from doing good in His way, then your desire is a right desire. You understand that in the process of serving God, you're going to have to suffer. So you want to get out of suffering, so the enemy will always come to you when you're suffering and offer you something. And that's the time when you're most vulnerable, and that's the time you need to say, "Get thee behind me, Satan." Now, Satan don't have to be white. Satan don't have to be Jewish. Satan comes up in your own thinking. The Quran teaches, "I seek refuge in the Lord of men, the King of men, the God of men, from the evil whispering of the slinking devil, who whispers into the hearts of men." Sometimes the whispering can be done on a television commercial. "Fly me. I'm Ellen. Going my way, darling." Sometimes the whispering can be on a record that you like, softly speaking into your heart filth and indecency. Sometimes the whispering can come from a voice within your own head. And that voice is saying to you, even though that's the brother's wife, I know I shouldn't do this, but he ain't home. And that's a whispering, man. It's a whispering, sister. And if you don't recognize that Satan, you can recognize the evil of white folks on the world scene. You can recognize the evil of Jews in their manipulation of blacks. That's fine. But if you cannot recognize the evil of the whispering that comes within your own self, then you are open to be taken over by the outside manipulators, because you have not walked your post in a perfect manner, keeping always on the alert. You understand? You're not a good soldier for Christ, because the most precious thing you got is the truth when it enters your mind.